Hey guys, there's another MC Slot diecast reviews here, and this is of the Force India VJM02, and this is driven by Giancarlo Fisichella. So this was the 2009 car. Now 2009 was quite a significant year for Formula 1 because it was the year where the cars started to look a bit more like this. And unfortunately I haven't got any cars before 2009 to show you to compare, but I can tell you for one thing, the rear wings became a lot shorter and the front wings became a lot wider, and it just generally was a massive shape change for Formula 1, and the cars sort of became this modern design that we see today. So this car was also one of Force India's first cars, was Force India's first car to score them points. So what actually happened was Giancarlo Fisichella scored 8 points for the team, and that was his only points that he scored for the year, and that was the podium at Spa. Unfortunately, they didn't win the race. They qualified on pole for that race as well. They really surprised everyone, and ever since then is sort of when I started liking the team. I thought the team was fantastic. Well, actually, a bit before that, I liked the team anyway. But I think that this was one of their best cars, and it's personally one of my favourite car Force Indias as well. I would have to say the VJM05 and the 7 are on sort of a par with this car. They're like the top 3 out of all the Force Indias that they've been. So this was number 2, which means that in 2008 was their first actual year. Giancarlo Fisichella out-qualified Suttle 7-5 because Fisichella stayed at the Force India just until Spa, because Massa was injured in an accident where his head was hit by a piece of car from Barrichello's brawn, and he was in hospital and he was in a critical state for quite some time, but he pulled through it. So that meant that there was a Ferrari seat available. Luca Badoer did 2 races for Ferrari, but qualified dead last for both of them, and didn't really improve much from there, so they decided to give the car to Fisichella. Fisichella, being an Italian, and said that it was his dream to race for Ferrari, obviously took that opportunity to race for the greatest Formula 1 team, in his opinion. You know, not everyone's going to think that. And yeah, so after in the Italian Grand Prix as well, which was Monza, which was straight after his podium at Belgium, at Spa, he was racing his home country's car in his home country. So, you know, can't really blame him for moving to Ferrari, but I honestly thought that he would have a better chance at winning the race with Force India, if not another podium as well, because Suttle's qualified 4th, I believe, at that race. Oh no, he qualified 2nd at Monza, and then he finished 4th. So Force India were both very close to getting 2 podiums in 1 year, and unfortunately that was the only points they scored for the rest of the year. Antonio Liuzzi then took over Giancarlo Fisichella's seat from Italy onwards, and then he had the race drive for 2010. So that was a bit of a history behind this car. They finished 9th in the Constructors with 13 points. They beat Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso only scored 5 points, I believe, in the whole year. So that also shows that they did quite a good job, and being last in the Constructors and then hopping up into 9th was pretty good for them. This means some product details about this car in particular. The product code for this car is 400090021, and the details for this are: there's 53 parts on this model with 97 decorations, 21 mask sprays, 6 tampo prints, 49 decals, and 21 free sprays. So that's pretty good. There's a lot of detailing on this car. Just to put it in comparison, the 2010 model had 56 parts with 112 decorations, 23 mask sprays, 12 tampo prints, and 53 decals, 24 free sprays. So a little bit less, but if you look at the next model, which was the MO4, again it's 56 parts, 120 decorations, 28 mask prints, 17 tampo prints, 54 decals, 21 free sprays as well. So yeah, the cars, they all have sort of varying design and all kinds of different things like that. Another thing that I found slightly annoying until I didn't realise until I actually got this car was, I'll show you with the boxes. The boxes aren't the same size. I did see the 2000 and I believe it was the 2010 show car, or it might have been the 2009 show car, and I saw it in this little box like this, and I just assumed that that was what the box for the show cars came in. But no, when I received this one, I was a bit disappointed to find out that the box was a little bit smaller. Makes stacking them a little bit difficult, but oh well. At the end of the day, it's still a nice, very awesome looking little model. I really like this model. I mean, I really like Force India, so anything Force India is fantastic. I'm eagerly waiting for the VJM06 because that hasn't been released yet, and I'm also desperately waiting for the VJM07 because I want Hulkenberg's car as well. That might be the only one that I'm tempted to get both of. Depends, because they've changed the colour scheme a little bit throughout the year. They've got rid of some of the orange on the side pods, and I quite like the orange on the side pods. And if they do Perez's podium car from Bahrain, then I'll probably be tempted to get that one. But then again, Hulkenberg might get a podium at the end of this year anyway. So yeah, that was the review of this car. Please give it a like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Unfortunately, if you're not a massive Force India fan, the next couple of videos are going to be Force India related. We've got the Force India VJM04 still to come, as well as the VJM04 show car, and another comparison between the two VJM04 show car and the race car. But do not fear, because we have got a Red Bull Racing Pack video to come as well. So don't forget to give it a like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. And please stay tuned for more on this channel. We've got a whole lot more to come. It's not just going to be cars either. If there is like military vehicles and planes and stuff, we might be getting to review some of those as well. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out DMOS slot reviews if you like slot cars as well.